really live? Shit, we're live. We're live. Sadie, we're live. Wits, we're live. Oreo, wherever you want, we're live. All right, guys, here we go. So Cody Bell proceeded to put a post down, and it just shows what I said. I've been saying. Okay, these guys do not care about human life. They don't care about life in general. The person they want to be able to pick up the animal is Matt, who raped a fucking child, or raped a cat to death, and raped a 2-year-old child. That's who they want to take the cat from the Humane Society. But I got to break their law. Hearts level 3 registered cannot get a pet. Usually, they usually don't allow it because they know that that pet will be endangered. Second off, I've already talked to the Humane Society, and it sounds like what you guys wanted isn't going to happen. The video in question, okay? The video in question, really, think about this. The video in question was, they determined you guys are just pushing a lie. Not funny. So, the other thing is, like I said, these guys do not care about human life. Because now they're saying, show your videos of Jeff throwing Widow. Even though I only tossed her onto a bed. Okay. That bed's going to hurt a cat. I didn't know a bed could hurt anything, or anyone for that matter, just by being tossed onto it. If you fall onto a bed, are you going to be okay, or are you going to break your tailbone? Because that's what I'm getting off this. People think these dumbasses think you can get injured by being tossed onto a bed. An animal can get tossed. A light animal, mind you, can get injured being tossed onto a bed. And it, like I said, here's the thing. Like I said, I already talked to the Humane Society, and right now, Shoebox Files is not looking good to them. On top of that, I notified, when that pizza came over the other day, I told the pizza man not to kind of accept orders from that person anymore. So that means that whoever made the last order is not going to be able to order pizza from me anymore. Sorry. And next time you order pizza, actually pay for it, because my broke ass doesn't have $20. Okay? I'm broke half the fucking time. I ain't got a fucking... I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I'm watching my parents' animals because I need the money. That's what I'm doing here for the next... until Friday or whatever. And no, Widow isn't going anywhere. Either A, she's going to stay at my parents' house, or B, she's going to stay home with me. So that's ultimately what's going to happen. And so if, because I am going to be talking to the Humane Society, the one that emailed him, by the way, I'm going to be talking to him on the phone, and it does not exactly, it doesn't look bad. It's not going to make you look bad by talking to him. Actually, if anything, it's going to tell that you actually have concern, that you're actually trying to nullify the issue, and you actually show that you actually care about the animal to the point where you're willing to try to make sure what they're trying to do. And the other thing is when I say they don't, the PSG and Shoebox Files, they have no care for life. And I'm talking about life in general. Because also animals do tend, if they have an owner that they're very attached to, which me and Widow are pretty attached. Like I'm telling you right now, I let her out. When she goes out, she wants to come right back. She doesn't even want to go outside half the time. It's like, when I'm gone, you guys realize this. When I'm gone for more than an hour, She meows at the top of her lungs, missing me. But then again, that comes with the anxiety, separation anxiety. So you're going to feed into that poor cat's anxiety to try to fill your narrative because you want to have a W when you've never had one and you're about to get another L. You've been getting nothing but L's all week for the past couple weeks, and now you're about to get another one. See, that's the funny part. Like I said, after I talked to Golden Valley Humane Society, which the information has already been brought over, I had a discussion with the Humane Society on the phone instead of going online like a little bitch. And see, there's the thing. Shoebox Files is nothing more than a faceless little troll. That's all he is. And because of this, I don't care what he has to say. I really don't. Because at this point, he's pretty much mute. I spent all month last month pretty much ignoring his shit, and it was kind of nice. And I looked back, and he was posting shit the entire fucking month. And guys, you realize that what that tells me is that this man is obsessed. That this man needs some... he's not mentally okay. And the people at the Humane Society actually mentioned something. She even thinks that what he's doing is not okay. This is stalking. This is right on stalking. This is obsessing over someone. This is harassment. But, he doesn't care. Does he care that he's harassing someone on a regular basis? No, he cares nothing more than himself, or he wouldn't be doing this. He dislikes me so badly, guys, that he harasses me 24/7. He literally, guys, think about how psychotic you have to be to literally create channels dedicated to attacking one person. Like that doesn't set off red flags. Look at the guy's channel. It's only got 45 subs. Okay? And it doesn't climb. It literally has been at 45 most of the time. Because people are realizing that what he does is not okay. Pushing lies, fucking trying to push people to kill themselves, trying to separate, an animal from its owner, knowing that that animal has anxiety involving separation, or the fact that the animal is really close to the owner. So how the question is, because we know we'd never get an answer from him whenever we ask him a question, because we've asked him multiple questions. Why do you attack people on a regular basis? Why do you harass me on a regular basis? Why are you stalking me on a regular basis? And here's the big one. Why is it that you're trying to push me to kill myself? Because that is psychotic, dude. Get some fucking help. Like, you want some advice from me? Get some fucking help. And leave me the fuck alone. Grow the fuck up. Dude, why? Just why obsess over someone so much that you have to create an entire channel dedicated to one person? Why obsess over someone so much that you're going to make a video pretty much every fucking day, or sometimes 5 or 6 a day? Why is it that you got to be obsessed over someone so much that you have to drive them to suicide? Why do you got to harass someone 24/7? Why? That's the question. Why? But see, the thing is he'll never give us an answer, because his answer is, I don't give a shit. He doesn't care about human life. He doesn't care about animal life. All he cares about is getting views. Because one thing we know is the only reason he gets any views is because he brings me up. Not interesting. Wouldn't that make his channel cloud chasing like a motherfucker? To me, that is. Okay? You got to realize that we're on multiple platforms here, and we're doing really well on other platforms. I ain't in a situation where I need YouTube. If I want to, I could completely stop making videos for YouTube and not see a dent in anything, and just keep working on the content. and push everything onto Rumble. And I could definitely do that. And the reason why I say that is because YouTube doesn't make any money right now anyways. On top of that, Rumble's a better platform. And, over there, he wouldn't last too long. No. See, we've already got that he makes reports on accounts if they expose people. Over there, if I expose someone because it's protected with freedom of speech, he can't do anything about it. So that's the thing. And that's why. And, that and I don't know, he may end up taking attacks from the Rumble troll police because they're not very keen on trolls. But that for some reason they think I'm a troll, but I'm not a faceless troll, so there's a difference. I think they're weird about it, so yeah. Anyways, the point I'm getting at is he would literally end up with a like to dislike ratio out of this fucking world. And on top of that, he would take a massive fucking hit. Because, unlike him, on Rumble, I actually have say. I actually pull numbers. The reason why I know this, that's where I get most of my donations. That's where I make most of my money. Oh, okay. So that doesn't happen on YouTube. YouTube doesn't, if anything, YouTube attacks me on a regular basis. They don't actually support anything I do. They fight with me every time I do something they don't like. They don't. But, so let's finish talking about Shoebox. Now, Shoebox Files proceeds to harass me on daily. And I know we're never going to get an answer why. Just because he's a little bitch. He hides behind a fucking camera. He's nothing more than a fucking keyboard warrior. Bro. Like, that's not something to be proud of. He's got no life. Obviously. If he had a life, he wouldn't be harassing me as much as he does. Let's be honest. Shoebox Files obsesses over me. And Cody Bell's post just tells me and everyone how obsessed these guys are and how uncaring they are for human life, not just human life, but animal life, just life in general. They don't give a shit about life. They rather get their jollies off trolling people and harassing people on a regular basis and not care about what happens or if their trolling or their harassing causes someone to go kill themselves, because that's okay in their books. See, if they finally get that, because I swear that's what they're trying to do. I wonder how they're going to react once they do drive someone to do that. Granted, it's not going to happen here because for me, I believe suicide is the coward's way out. But I do notice what they're trying to push. Think about it. Albert, what does he say on his fucking videos sometimes? He says, dude, I wish your house would burn to the fucking ground. Granted, I told him he should get eaten by, crocodiles and alligators, but that's beside the point. That's not wishing someone a fucking terrible death. Your body's being used for something. I get charred up and my body literally is nothing at that point. It has no purpose. Not to mention, I die slow, really hot, and really painful. But here we go again. That's the thing I'm saying. The PSG doesn't care about life. They never have. So when you think of that whole organization, just think about their lack of caring for life. And same with Shoebox Files. And the thing is they can't deny this because what they're doing points towards that. And this alone, me figuring this out and pointing this out to the world, exposing them for this, is not going to make them look good. Because once they do finally get that pleasure of driving someone to suicide, they could be wanted for murder. Yeah. I don't think they realize this. But if you drive someone to suicide, sometimes A lot of times when the investigator does their investigation and finds a lot of this stuff out, because they usually do an investigation, you can be tried for either murder or manslaughter, which is still a felony, and you could literally spend the rest of your life, or yeah, you spend a long time in prison. And depending on the state, you could end up being executed yourself. We got Albert, who lives in Florida, and last time I checked, they still, they still execute people in Florida. But let's keep going. That's what I'm getting at, guys. They do not care about human life. They do not care about animal life. They only care about what they get. And they get off on people, driving people to suicide. They want you to kill yourself on video. That's exactly what they push for. And that's my problem with them as we speak. And because of this, so anyone out there, if they ever bring you up for any reason, just ignore them. Do what I've been wanting to do for the longest time. Because at this point, once I get everything situated with human society, I'm done bringing them up. On top of that, this is going to be, I don't know. I don't remember which video is my last one, but I think I got one more coming. But the point is that's what you guys need to do. If they bring you up, just ignore them. Because like I said, they don't care about human life. They want people to kill themselves. That's exactly what they want, and that's what they get off on. They cannot disprove me wrong, because the evidence doesn't point towards what to the opposite. It actually points directly towards that. I mentioned it multiple times that, I got depression and PTSD and anxiety. And a cat that helps me get through those things, they're trying to separate, knowing that, here, I may end up saying fuck it and end my own life. They know this. They don't care. You see where I'm getting at? Oh, no. They don't care. That's what they're hoping for. Like I said, guys. And to be honest, I'm done bringing up the PSG. And I'm done bringing up shoebox files. This is where I ignore the fuck out of them. Because ultimately, I'm finding out for the Humane Society based off what I talked to the lady earlier today. I explained to her my position, and she's like, I understand. My anxiety is really going off about this, things like that. And she was very understanding, because she actually cares about life. Unlike these dweebs here, they don't. That's the cold hard truth. And they cannot disprove me otherwise. They want people, the people they harass on a regular basis, they want them to kill themselves. That's what they're hoping for. That's what they want to get. And that goes back to being a narcissist as well, because most narcissists do shit like that. They don't give a rat's ass about human life. They do not care about anything but themselves. They just want to get off on doing something that they want to do. And they get off on people killing themselves. That's fucked up. That's straight up fucked up. The guy that shot himself on stream, I'm pretty sure they're the same type of people who are sitting there going, do it! Yay! Do it! That was definitely them. These are the kind of people we're talking about. And here's another thing. YouTube allows these kind of people on their website. Not to mention they allow these people to do exactly what they want to do. Harass people on a regular basis 24/7. And YouTube does nothing about it. So this is now also back onto a problem with YouTube. I know when I was talking to the officer, even they said, yeah, no, YouTube doesn't tend to do their job. That's not okay. Guys, keep in mind that we're talking about a platform a few years back, or actually it was last year. What had proceeded to happen is a female streamer with over 1 million viewers, with millions of viewers, millions of subs, dox someone. Okay, let me fix that. Okay. She doxed someone. And she doxed someone, literally doxed them, and told people to go kill him. He had people drive by his house trying to shoot at him or hurt him. And YouTube didn't want to do anything about it. So he sued the fuck out of YouTube for them doing pretty much nothing, because they allowed what these guys are doing to happen on their platform. They got unlucky because he was a lawyer. Now, here's the other thing. I personally think it's fucked up that people like the PSG and like Shoebox Files does not care about human life or animal life. They just care about themselves and getting off on trying to get someone to kill themselves. That is straight up fucked up, and they need to be kicked off YouTube for that. But we know YouTube won't do it. If you saw this on Twitch, guess what would have happened? You get banned. You wouldn't even last 2 seconds. If you tried this shit on what is the other platforms? I know Instagram's pretty strict on that kind of thing. I think Twitter is not. Twitter's not, that's right, because they got the freedom of speech, but they will deal with that kind of problem. Rumble won't, because it's a full freedom of speech, but at the same time, because you're doing it at your discretion, which means you can attack him as much as you want to, so you can get him back. But that's what I'm saying. These guys don't care about life. And at the same time, YouTube allows it. That's the problem with YouTube. You know, I'm thinking more and more, like, as days are going by and as this harassment keeps happening, like, what is the reason for me to keep making YouTube videos? What is the reason for me to keep making content on YouTube? Because doing it, I have to go against my own fucking morals. I have to literally do exactly the opposite of what I think is okay. And that's not okay either. I shouldn't even feel that. And a lot of times, that's why, you know, we're not bringing people up. We're not bringing up their names, their addresses, because we're not the PSG. We're not Shoebox Files. We don't dox people here, because that's fucked up as well. But, again, we're talking about a group of people who do not care about human life. They do not care about animal life. They do not care about life at all. What they want is for the people they harass to kill themselves. They literally are hoping even to see it on stream, because I think they would even enjoy that, because they're that fucking sick. And that's why I say these people need help. They need to be put into mental institutions, not being allowed to walk the fucking streets, because what they're pushing for shouldn't be allowed, shouldn't be okay. But for some reason, YouTube allows it. And we know, I'm probably going to get a response. They're probably going to respond to this, saying, "Oh, we don't want people to kill themselves." Bullshit. What does the evidence point towards? Right now, taking away emotional support animal, that's exactly what that points towards. That means that you do not care about people who have depression. These guys do not care about if you've got depression or not. You got anxiety, they don't give a fuck. You got PTSD, that's fine. Who cares, right? That's how these guys work. They do not care about life. They just care about getting views. And that's it. They don't care if someone kills themselves based off what they do. If anything, they're hoping that the exact thing happens. That's not okay. These guys need to be locked up for this. Because someday it's going to happen. And the fucked up part is YouTube allowing it. the other fucked up part is these people being able to walk the streets. But here's the thing. People who do this, who drive people to suicide, I do hope they know that a lot of times, there's an investigation. And if they were to find out that them doing what they did is because of someone harassing them nonstop, that person harassing them could be held accountable for their suicide, which could end up being either a manslaughter or murder. Because, guys, what these guys are okay with is glorified murder. It's just they don't have to get their hands dirty. It's a way of trying to get away with murder without getting their hands dirty. Nothing to it. And there's your cold hard facts. And guys, I call it out as I see it. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm not going to make shit up. I'm going to tell you exactly how I see it. And right now, it's exactly what this PSG, because they're all part of one group. PSG, that's how they work. Think about it. Because why would you, here's a question for those of you guys who don't harass people on a regular basis. Why would you push the fact that someone got molested as a child? Why would you make fun of that? Most sane people wouldn't. How about the fact that you had abusive relationship, pushing that abusive relationship, everything that can cause someone to go kill themselves. The one thing that helps someone, the reason why they got the animal in the first place, to help them get through those things. Them trying to take that animal away, knowing that exact consequence could end up happening. These are all signs of people who want someone to kill themselves online. That's all it is. How about the fact that they dox people, the family members, so they feel like the only way they can help their family from having to deal with this fucking harassment is by ending their life? Do you see where I'm getting at? These guys don't care about human life. They just care about the fucking money in their pocket. Or they get off on it. They get off on driving people to suicide. See, that's what they're hoping for. But we all know how I work. I believe suicide is a coward's way out. But at the same time, I'm not going to down someone because they do it. I tell myself that so that way I don't do it. Because I can tell you guys right now that I have had multiple times where I have attempted suicide. And, after everything I've been through, the damage, the mental anguish, the abuse, the child, my hell of a life started as a fucking child. My suicide attempts started while I was a child. Guys, I'm someone who literally, for a while there, would drink myself hoping that I wasn't going to wake up the next morning. For the longest time, I didn't care whether I lived or died. And like I said, these guys push at those buttons that drove me to do exactly what I ended up almost doing multiple times. And if it weren't for my family, I probably wouldn't be here today. Because I can tell you more than once I actually attempted. It was well, bear with me, guys. We're going to see if I can find something. So as I was saying, guys, this is not okay. The fact that these guys push people to suicide like this, and I have to make I'm making the stream for you guys, and at the same time, I'm having to relive some very painful memories making this stream. I was hoping they had a bottle, but no. Maybe they might in another cupboard. I maybe just didn't look good enough. But like I said, for the longest time, and even to this day, I still don't care if I live or die. But at the end of the day, like I'm not. Maybe that's why I, smoke so much and I chew tobacco on as much as I do, because I still don't care whether I live or die. But I won't kill myself. I'll do things that'll drive me to death. Like I have worked myself almost to death into the ground multiple times. There's been times where I drank so much. Like I remember one time I drank, first time I drank Everclear. I ended up drinking most of the bottle. And I was hoping that I didn't wake up the next morning. I was hoping that kind of was my last night, last day of life. But it wasn't. My tolerance is a little too high for that to happen, sadly. Damn it. But the point I'm getting at, okay, the fact that these people are trying to drive people to their graves in untimely manners and shit is not okay. These guys need to be put in prison. They need to be fucking held accountable for their actions. And that's the problem I have with YouTube, because YouTube just allows it to happen on their platform. That's not okay. And I don't know if YouTube's ever going to see this. Only their algorithm ever sees my videos half the fucking time. And then the ones they do see are the ones they want to see because they want to attack me. They don't ever actually do anything that people want them to do. You got a community, but you don't do what your community wants. And that's kind of fucked up. And then there's people like Cody Bell, who kiss YouTube's ass, and so he gets what he wants. And that's fucked. And that's what I'm getting at. this group, like I said, pushes people. They keep pushing, and that's all they do. They push people to suicide. They push people to. They want them to kill themselves. They want them to be dead. They want to drive people to their graves. That's exactly what the PSG does. Guys, this is not an okay group. Anyone who supports this group is not okay for supporting them. In any means. Why do you think Cody Bell on his main channel doesn't get very many views? Because they realize that this is the kind of scum he is. And that's why Shoebox Files isn't doing well at all. Because not everybody wants... It's actually a very fucked up group of people who like this kind of shit. Blue tent in the Florida Everglades. I tell them we'll knock him. We'll go have fun with that. With what they've been trying to push me to the last couple of weeks, I hope that one of those Everglade American crocodiles has his way with them, and devours him. Oh, god damn it. I have a new what? I'm not going to respond to that. But that's what I'm getting at. These guys, that's what the PSG does. They try to drive people to suicide. They drive people to their fucking graves. Think about it. They jumped into a group that never used to dox people and started doxing people. They literally did all this shit. And they think, oh, they're the best for doing it. They're amazing people for trying to drive people to suicide. I hate to break your little fucking hearts, but everyone has one thing in their past that they're not proud of. Let's be completely fucking honest. On top of that, we're talking about Cody Bell. Okay, one of the people that, does exactly what it does. He's part of the PSG. He's part of the reason why they moved towards wanting to push people into their graves. And Shoebox Files all he did was escalate that and added into it because now they're getting off in it even more. And the fact that that's exactly what they want is not an okay thing. I don't know about you guys, but the fact that they want people to, they want to drive people to their graves, well, part of that is okay. They should go to jail for that. They should be in prison for that. But, hell, as far as we know, YouTube protects them. It's not okay. And see, that's my problem. But like I said, that I don't know why people support these kind of people. And I know not very many people do, okay, because I see the numbers and I see the algorithm. And yeah, no, not very many people do support what they're trying to do. But the fact that the people that do support them, that's not okay. Question why they're doing it. We've already exposed my ex for lying multiple times, but yet they still push those lies. Why? Okay, so they couldn't win that way, so then they try to go and make it so, what, I lose my emotional support animal? Like, the fuck? Yeah, that it doesn't look like they're trying to drive someone to death. Community, Chat, what do you guys think that they're trying to do? Because ultimately, the way I look at it, that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to drive people to their early graves. And if you guys think I'm wrong, let me know. Because based off what I'm seeing, that's exactly what it looks like. And that is not okay. Not one bit is that okay. And I think ultimately they should be charged for it. Yes, but I think he loves young men under 18. Like, come on, why does he make himself look younger than he is? Like, most guys don't give a shit about how they look. The average man does not give a rat's ass how they look. They don't care about impressing people. Me, I could give a rat's ass if I impress them. If someone likes me, great. If they don't, oh well, it doesn't bother me. I don't get butthurt over it. But anyways, the point I'm getting at, and the fact that I keep trying to pull out of this drama and yet they keep dragging me back in, it points towards it even more. Just everything together, like the combination, just it's not a good look for them. It really isn't. And this is the exact reason why I think I don't think I'm the only one that's figured this out. And the reason why I say this is look at their algorithms. They don't pull in views. They don't pull in subs. They don't pull in jack shit doing what they're doing. Like, yeah, Dean used to do good when he wasn't doing this. But now that he's doing it, his Dan channel is doing shit. And his people who see the Dan channel are going to be like, okay, I don't want to give the Dean, his main channel, any support because of what he's doing. The average good people have morals. Okay? And you guys attacked me for doing videos to help a disabled guy with his channel. It's kind of fucked. That really is fucked. But again, that goes back to you guys not caring about people's lives. The PSG does not care about a person's life. They care, again, about their views. They care about their pocketbook, especially in Dean's fucking case. The professional e-bagger, as they try to attack people for e-bagging, as he's an e-bagger himself. Granted, you can't really say that now because, he's got a failing fucking YouTube channel. Guys, think about this. Before he took down my old channel for false copyright strikes, we were pulling more average viewership, more subs than he was even coming close to on his main channel. Think about that. And see, that's the thing. Hell, even this channel has seen a better algorithm than this main channel has. It's not as fast growing because it's taking the hits from the lies and trying to drive a channel or a person to suicide and all that fun shit. That's what I'm getting at. These guys, like I said, that is their goal, is to drive people to suicide, to go kill themselves, because they get off on it, guys. They really do. And see, that is my problem with that. And it's the exact reason why we're pretty much not even going to respond to anything anymore. I think that as we keep going on, we're going to respond less and less. Especially with, the awakening of people just realizing how fucked up these people really are. The fact that these guys push people to their graves, That's not okay. And more people are realizing exactly what they're trying to do. My ex is perfectly fine with it because she's just as bad as they are. But that's what I'm saying. The kind of people that hang around them are very not okay people. They're psychotic. They need help. So the best thing we can do for them is tell them, hey, go see a therapist, go get yourself committed, go to a, do what it does, do what you can to help yourself. Because that's what we have to do with these guys. Because, again, all they want to do is drive people to their graves. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining us here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you guys did, why don't you smash that like, subscribe, push that bell for notifications so you're notified when content goes live. Also, don't forget to go check out our sponsor, go to w.gg. Use code AmericanGamer to get 10% off your entire purchase. Again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, stay frosty.